Hey there, welcome to day 4. So we have gone over the weekend and we've added some people on Friday. We have got a couple people that accepted. We got a response back, so we actually have a 50% response rate. And this is all on a brand new Facebook account that I'll be building to 10K per month plus, right? So here we go. We have our pipeline ready. So in our pipeline, we have friend requests that have been accepted. So we actually have one new friend request. We've sent a message um, to Nicholas here. We sent a follow up on Friday, and then we sent a transition question to Ginger, who responded. So we'll have to follow up today. So we have our calendar here. For Nicholas, his follow up is coming up soon. It's a 7-day follow up, right? So we give him time to get back to us. Might change that to 5 days actually. Now that I'm seeing it, so let's do that quickly so you can see how this is customizable. And I kind of move myself over here so we can see everything. Right, I realized that my picture is pretty small, so I then in my new looms I'll be doing a bigger picture as well. So we can go and adjust since we want this to be a couple days sooner. We've sent some friend requests. We're still waiting for that. So while we're gonna go in and check these first friends, we're gonna go ahead and so we have 4 friend requests that have been accepted. We're gonna run this now. We're gonna run 9 friend requests, and if you remember this week, we're actually gonna bump it up to 15. So I'm gonna do 9, and then in about an hour or 30 minutes or so, I'll do another 5, give or take to 6, just to spread it out, just to keep the account kind of warm and engaged. We'll be doing a post today, most likely as well, and we'll most likely do a FlowChat case study post. So we'll go to flowchat.com, pull that open up, we'll get a case study. So while this automation is running, you can see it here. I'll let it run on this side today. We can let that run. We have our automation queue up as well as checking for new friends. I took away check for new messages because right now we're gonna manually just kind of handle it for new messages, and then once we have this all kind of mapped out, then we'll be good to go. And then yeah, we'll grab the case study. We'll go to Facebook. Found a new group today as well that I joined on my other account. It's like a software group. So just so you guys know, I do have another Facebook account, my main Facebook account. It maxed out on friends, and that's why I'm doing this in this challenge, which is really cool. I am pulling leads from that account because I'm already in Facebook groups, so I don't have to go and join. But if you were to go and join a Facebook group, like I'll just do software founders, right? If I was targeting a lot of software founders, I could join groups like this, right? Public software founders, et cetera. Even bubble.io community, that would be great. You know, SaaS Founders Club. There's a lot of them. And as you can see, it's like 17K members, 25K, 8K, 36K. So there's lots of potential there. So I can go in and just join that. I don't even need to join it if it's public. I can go in and just import all these leads. Right, so I'm doing that on my other account because I'm already in a ton of groups, so I don't have to worry about that right now. Speed this whole process up. And in that case, what we're going to do is we have a friend request. So we're going to go in and look at our friend request. So if we go to, where is it? Friends, we have 2 friend requests. So Joshua Schneider here is followed by a lot of people, right? We can go in, we can manually qualify. So like Nigeria, so I would say no. And our software, if I import them, right, that's the really cool part is I can import them, and then from there, boom, we now have a new lead, right? So manager, franchiser, skim and trim, swimming pool. Seems like you might be a good fit, right? So what I would do here, we'll confirm the request, right? And then what we're gonna do is we'll just refresh, or we'll go to Joshua Snyder here. I just want to go to his full profile to import. So what we can do is open the link. There we go. So we just go to him by himself. Then we can import into our pipeline. We have This I have a lot, but this is the one that we would go into. And because we're already friends, right? Friend request accepted. We're gonna bring him right in here. We're gonna only add new leads, so no duplicates. I like to make a tag here that's inbound Facebook friend request, so I can always go look at the inbounds. I like to go here. Warm, I think it is the one I use. Warm connected with me. Put a deal value 997, which is the lowest deal value, and then boom. Now, guess what? If I reload after we're done, we're gonna see Joshua Snyder in the friend request template, but we're gonna let this ride, so I'm not gonna reload it right now. You can see how easy it is to get inbound when people are coming inbound to be able to message them, right? And import them, and you can even find their emails and phone numbers, etc. So that's awesome. We've done that. So now going forward, the next step, we're just going to make a quick post. So I'm going to grab one of our case studies here, and somebody like, Abby's always a fun one. Right, and what we'll do is we're going to grab our GPT here, right? You can use Grok, Gemini, whatever you'd like. So here we're going to say, write a Facebook post in my voice and brand using Fabi's story. Okay, so now it's going to go in there. It's going to write the post. So we're going to have a post, right? We can take, for example, this picture. We want to take a screenshot of Fabi. Maybe this one, right? I just drag and drop. Now I have a picture of Fabi. So we're good to go. You can see what our clients are saying about her. This is a full case study breakdown on how she went to 40K per month to 200K per month, right? Here's what others have to say. So we're going to grab that. We're going to let it do its thing. Yeah, so it's actually, I don't know, I picked up 15K, but it is 40K, right? So here, make this more like a viral Facebook post that is humanized, right? And I don't like AI sometimes. It writes kind of funny stuff, but we're going here. We're going to grab the picture. It's on my desktop because we just dropped it. All right, we grab Fabi here. And we're going to go back here. And we're not going to drop a CTA, so this is great. We're just going to edit a little bit. Perfect. Right, and this we know that it's 40K. Okay, so I hate those lines. Okay, so now we have the post. We're gonna make this public. All right, so we've done our due diligence. Now the algorithm is gonna be like, awesome, this guy's actually posting. We'll see. Sometimes we can push it to story, share your story. So if you share and you go to your story, it's then gonna post a story. Even better, algorithm loves that. And as long as you have a picture, you can post a story. If there's no picture, you can't post a story. Generally, that's the rule of thumb. So we're now at 3 leads out of 9. It's gonna go forward. So we've joined that. We're done that. And what we're gonna do today, all right, I'll stop this. So we've sent 3 out of 9. I'll just make a note of that. I'm gonna add those other people after. once we're off this, so you don't have to watch that happen. But what is interesting is the transition question follow-up and the actual initial messages. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna grab all these people, and the cool part is we don't even need to select, right? So we just have to hit run now, and it's gonna process these 3 leads. Let's do 5 to 10 seconds, or actually 10 to 30 seconds, just a little bit quick, just so we can see that. We're gonna fire it off here. Perfect. And let that run. Now it's gonna move those leads over here. And then with Ginger, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go open this up. We're gonna go see if she responded. Oh, perfect. No LinkedIn. I was a LinkedIn is probably my main platform. That's awesome. That's okay, right? So we're gonna go in here. Like, that makes that's cool. I use LinkedIn, get new clients all the time. All right, so now we're reporting first, and then we're gonna transition. How do you find LinkedIn working for you lately? You reach out, and we'll say, okay, results. So we're giving what's called a Chinese menu. You generally only want to ask one question, right? And I said this last time, but here, kind of that same thing. Boom, boom, right? Oh, that's cool. I use LinkedIn to get new clients all the time. And then I'll say some of our clients have noticed posting reach has gone down, but direct outreach conversions have gone up. So now we're reporting, right? We sent the transition question. We haven't invited to call yet, so I'm just going to set the calendar back to, I think it's today, but we're going to change that. So I'm going to go edit here. Follow-up date. Let's change that to tomorrow. We'll save changes. Then we're just going to go double check tomorrow, see what she responded. As soon as she says, oh, yeah, it's going bad for me. It's going good for me. Like, this is exactly where we want her. Then the next question, and you can see in the assigned templates, is really, I didn't expect you to see that. Would you be opposed to seeing how insert your solution, right? To seeing how we solved that for Fabi and she scaled to 200K per month. I have time tomorrow at 10 a.m. if that works for you. Quick 15, 20-minute call, 40-minute call, whatever you want to say it, right? But you see that the invite to call, we've now gone there from day one, just sending over a message. So Thursday, we sent over a connection request. She accepted. We then sent in our first message on Thursday as well. We got a response back. We then came back as promised, asked our transition question. On the Friday, we got a response back. As you can see, it's Facebook, right? People are busy. So almost 8 hours, no, 8 plus 2, so 12 hours later, or 10 hours later, almost 12 hours later, we have a response. And now we're coming back because it's the weekend, right? People don't respond back on the weekend, things like that. So we can come in here, and at that point, we've now responded back. We're still engaged in the conversation, and we know how to move the conversation forward. So same thing if we go to Nicholas here. So we're gonna go, we'll close this. Ginger is ready to go again, but Nicholas, right, with his follow-up, what's gonna end up happening is right here, he hasn't responded. He hasn't seen it, but he saw our first message. If you remember, there was that little thing. So that means that he probably hasn't done anything on his account since Friday. That's okay. That's why we give people a chance, and that's why I'm going to come back either tomorrow or the next day. And then there's cool little tricks that we can do to bump this up. We can customize the chat to put it forward. We can put emojis. We can put memes. or we can simply just follow up. And this one works really, really great. Maybe yes, maybe no. Haha. People answer that all the time. It's awesome. So that is the process. We've now gone into sending our friend requests and our first messages, right? What's really cool is we have one person that was a warm lead that came in. We had 2 people over the weekend that accepted out of 9. So once again, we're still at like over 20% acceptance rate on a brand new account that barely has any content. I didn't have any friends. Right? I started from scratch completely, and we're still able to have conversations. And most likely, I'm gonna be booking my first call with Ginger, I'd assume, in the next couple of days here. So within less than 5 days, you've started a conversation with an ideal client, qualified them, and you're now almost going to be booking a call with them. And if not booking a call with them, and guess what? If I'm really good, I can close her on that call. So within 5 to 7 days, I've now secured a deal. Minimum ticket price on our software is $247 a month, or $1,997 a year. So that's the minimum I put on a client. So that I now have that return of almost $2,000 from sending out one message, following up a couple times, and having a quick conversation. And you can see at scale how this becomes super deadly. And this is just one account. We can do this on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, like you see, TikTok, X, right? And one person. Now, if you have a team of 5, think about how many profiles you have, how much outreach you can actually do, and how much inbound you're going to be getting, especially if you start posting content or you're running ads or you're doing things like that. It becomes so fun and awesome because one, you have a full system, so you know exactly what you're doing. Because that's when it's not fun. When messages are coming in, you don't know who to talk to, you don't know what to say. But when you have that in place, then it becomes a game. And all we're trying to do is move the cards from left to right, whether it's having conversations, sending memes, liking, commenting, whatever it is, we're moving the conversations forward, hopping on calls with people, closing deals. So that's the name of the game. Hopefully you like day 4. So technically this is day 4, but we've been at this since last Wednesday. This is week 2, day 4. And yeah, we will see you in day 5. I'll keep doing these daily. You're going to keep seeing the account grow, seeing what's happening. And that is the awesome thing about FlowChat, the system, and outbound, right? I didn't pay for anything to create the account. I didn't pay to send a friend request. I didn't pay to get an inbound request. All I paid for here was the software, and guess what? You don't really need the software, right? I'm not here to sell you anything, just here to show you what's possible. So if you want to put this on a spreadsheet, you want to do post-it notes, whatever you want to do, just have these exact stages, right? Import, qualified, friend request sent, follow up, friend request accepted, follow up, message received, follow up, book to call, follow up, close a deal, follow up. And that's it. That's all you need. Right? So we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully this is a little bit better. I'm going to keep getting better and better, 1% every day. That's one of our FlowChat values, Kaizen. So if you like that, keep watching. It's going to only get better from here. This is probably the worst I'll ever be.